There you go. Well done. Well done. Yes. Hi. There you go. Loads of food for you. Here you go. Good job. Well, you're going to be holding her soon as well, once I have all her bits and pieces on. I'll walk through how to hold them safely. The only thing about these guys is very unusual for a social animal is they actually don't allo-groom or allo-preen. They don't preen each other. So in the wild, most birds that are social, if we think about parrots and stuff like that, they all groom each other. Yeah, I know, Sinead. It's blue. Blue for a girl is a terrible colour, I'm sorry.
Royal blue for royalty.
There you go. Does that sound better? Yeah. Sinead's like, no, you're still touching my feet. Still don't like it. Yeah. We can see Sinead's quite a bigot. She does have very large feet. You gotta sit still, these are sharp. These are much easier to see than the white ones we were using before. Before I was littering the place with cable ties. Right, so we're going to get you a glove. And you can fight over who wants to hold Sinead or who wants to hold Al.
I'll take the larger.
Yeah, you
we're
take
gonna
Sinead.
She's actually quite afraid.
I'm a little nervous.
Well, you're going to have the smaller birds, that's fine.
Awesome. I'm a small person.
There you go. So when you're holding Sinead, a lot of people's first reaction, this might be your first reaction since you're a bit nervous to birds, is to hold them as far away from you as possible. But when you're carrying the bird and walking through the car park up the steps, you're going to be wobbling quite a lot if you have your hand out there. So it's very comfortable for the birds to be right in close to you. We can use our hips as a great point to put our elbow in there and just be nice and relaxed, you know. You can go as close to her as you want with your face. You can get right up, have a good look at her. The only thing, as I said, you can't touch her. They just don't enjoy being touched at all. But stroke her with your eyes. You know, get right in there, have a good look. She won't bite you. No interest in that. She just doesn't want to see your hand come up to her. You know, if your hand comes up, she's going to bite you. Simple as. She's like, what is your hand doing there? Go away. She'll assert herself. She's a dominant bird, so she'll be like, no.
We'll just stare into each other's eyes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do.
I tend to have to give the same reaction. The stranger comes up and they're trying. I would
You're staring into them.
Yes.
What are you doing? We're carrying her obviously close into you. And the other small thing you might notice is that my wrist is slightly higher than my elbow. There's a very, very slight kind of slope going on. I just need to be dramatic. Like holding her up here, she's going to have less space to stand. So you just want to have a very gentle one. If you start dropping her, watch, she immediately is looking for somewhere else to go. She's like, oh, I don't like this, don't like this. And the first place she's going to try and jump onto is your head. Because that's the next highest place, isn't it? So it's obviously important to keep just your wrist slightly above your elbow. That's alright. And when I put her on you, she's probably going to have one foot around your thumb area, one foot here on your wrist. And she might move her feet around so she gets comfortable. But this is perfect, what she's doing here now. Okay. Another thing people tend to do is to rotate your hand one way or the other. But this is just uncomfortable for her. You can see that she's kind of like, oh, what are you doing? You see, she's getting mad at me now. So if you just have your thumb kind of as the top, and if you find yourself rotating, you just quickly put your thumb straight up. She won't care. She won't mind. So the other thing then is when I put her on her, I'm going to put the leash through the palm of your hand and then into what's called the safety position. And this basically just means that if you had the leash loose like this and she was to fall off the glove, look at the length she has to fall. But if we took it in there and you hold on to it reasonably tightly, she can't go anywhere, she can't hurt herself. Sure. Especially if there's a car or something outside or children or something that could scare her. She actually hates children.
I like you even more.
Yeah, she's like my spirit animal. She's great. I love this bird. She has chased children across car parks.
Really?
Yeah, it's hilarious. The parents can find it as funny.
They probably deserved it.
I was laughing.
Yeah, I would laugh. If I saw that, I would.
Me and Sinead were just there having a great time. So I'm going to take this fluff everywhere. Birds. So we're just going to bring her hand kind of far away from you at the moment because she's got a big tail. She probably will hit you in the face with it. Their tails are quite large, but we'll see why that is later. Nature does nothing for no reason. Always has to have a reason. So nice heavy on there. Nice and comfy. So we'll put that through the palm of your hand and then in between those two fingers. And there you go. Just take that aerial out of there. Perfect. So bring your elbow in down to your side. Perfect. You feel comfortable?
Oh, you're not that heavy.
She's a kilo. So you're carrying a bag of sugar on your hand there.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, she's wiggling her butt. She's communicating by butt wiggling. So she can talk to Juan via butt wiggles. Because
That's fabulous.
that fantastic white, you can see that, look, they're having a conversation there. Do you see them butt waggling? They're talking away to themselves in hawk language. Because let's say they're hunting a quail or something that lives in the desert and it's in these bushes here. And if they were going, Sinead, do you see it? Juan, I don't see it! you're not going to have a chance of catching it. So what they do is they wag their tails at each other. And see, they're having a full-blown conversation there while wagging their tails.
Wow.
And he whistles at me there to tell me to hurry up because he knows I can't understand hawk bum waggling. So he whistles at me. They just want us to go forward and keep working. Jackrabbits, quail, things like that out in the deserts of America. And they're going to do it as a pack as well. One bird is going to flush out the quail and the next one is going to zip down on top of it. Tree! Tree! Come on! Good bird. Good bird. So, if you guys stand underneath in here, I, with some cleverly thrown chicken, going to show you how they actually hunt in the wild. They're going to be very annoyed at me.
Here?
Yeah, that's perfect. Hopefully you'll be able to see everything. Hope this tree isn't in the way.
Can't believe it.
Alright, birds. You ready?
Can't believe it.
Ready? No? Chin chin! Kiss kiss! Kiss kiss! Chin chin! Kiss kiss! Whoop. Oh! Good job! Tree! That's a bad place for a cat. Kiss kiss!
Oh.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Chin chin! Are you done with your chicken? Chin chin! No, she's not done with her chicken yet. Come on, let's go. Catch, catch. Catch, catch. Tree. Tree. Very good. Good.
Oh.
Oh! He's gone. She's not that good at turning. Catch, catch! Woo. Look at that.
Whoa.
Before it even hit the ground.
Amazing.
Good job. But she's even not that good at turning because she's so big.
Yeah.
She can't even get it. There we go.
There you go.
One! One done! One done! Catch, catch! Catch, catch!
Where did you go?
Come on! Good boy! Welcome back. Alright guys, vision than we do. They can see 5 times more light sensitive cells. So for instance, we look at a tree a kilometre away, we can't see all the leaves on it. They can.
Wow.
So the detail already starting off is incredible. But there's extra stuff in there that makes them just unbelievable. These guys can see in ultraviolet light. So if I have some tiny pieces of chicken here and I just throw them randomly,
Wow.
they're going to find them no problem. Even though I don't know where they've gone.
Yeah.
They're going to find them. No problem. Sinead probably won't go for them because she's big and this is a waste of time.
Beneath her.
But Juan will do it. She eats worms. Nothing's beneath her. There you go. You see, he's going to find all of them, no problem. He doesn't actually want that bit. He picked it up and went, he doesn't want that bit. He's seen the other ones, but he doesn't want to go for them. You devil. You gonna go for them? He's thinking about it. Bye, Sinead. Bye, Juan. So you can see how fast they go. And the way Juan was down here flying around in these trees and you found a piece of chicken, well done. He didn't hit any of the branches. If we were running 40 miles per hour through the trees, every single branch of the place would be hitting our face. That's
Yes.
just the way it is.
Yes.
For sure.
We didn't even have to be walking that fast, for every single branch to hit our face. But they don't get blurry vision. They can focus on multiple objects at once because they have a pit in their back of the eye that one of them is slightly deeper than the other. So they can focus on 2 things at once. Falcons have that as well. So they're just incredible in terms of vision. And they're able to see ultraviolet light. So they have more colour. and more detail. Just Juan's having a great time finding all those pieces of chicken on the ground. He's like, oh, I'll get all of these. Sinead's like, carry me, peasant.
I can't even look away from her. I can't. I just can't.
She's like, come here.
I will worship you.
What else could I do for food? That's what she's thinking. Look at her licking her lips. She's like,
How much do they eat?
So we weigh them every day. We usually aim to give them 20% of their body weight, depending on how good they do, what like sort of work they do.
Ah, they're so beautiful.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard
Hungry
that.
still.
Calm down.
Are you hungry still?
We go do some flying. You know what you're built to do.
So they're strictly carnivore,
Yeah,
right?
they're obligate carnivores. They can only eat raw meat.
Wow.
So in the way we would have a dinner, you know, we'd have vegetables, meat, your carbs, what have you. They need to get all of that vitamins and minerals and nutrients from meat. So it's pretty restrictive. But this means they have to eat everything. They eat the bones, they eat the feathers, they eat the brain, they eat the liver, they eat everything. And that's how they get all their vitamins, all their minerals, all their nutrition. This is also a good way to actually be able to feel their feathers, because you can't touch them. They can touch you though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, across my face. They're so soft.
Oh! That was pretty cool. Good job, Shinshin.
One on each side of me.
Yeah, that was cool. Off you go. Good job, birds. They would do that all day. It's so easy.
What now? What now?
Good job. Even though she's so big, she's well capable of that sort of thing. Good birds. Yes! Hello! Let's check what time of the day it is. Very good. So these guys are on, this is their last hawk work they're going to do today. Which they're very excited about because it means something very special for them. It means they get to have all their dinner now.
Oh.
So I assume none of you guys are squeamish because you haven't gone, oh god, that's chicken!
No,
Or
definitely.
blood. Respectably hangry, you know? Loads of food for you.